Yinzers kicking through the door. Loud like a jag-off at a pins game fight. Brace yourself, this ride ain't polite. Two Dum Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, they don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice.
I didn't mean to put
Tales from the burg with a hint of mayhem. Pierogi powered, nothing can constrain them. Knocking back stories like an icy cold brew. You never know what these two might spew. Two Dum Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, they don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice. Tales from the burg with a hint of mayhem. Pierogi powered, nothing can constrain them. Knocking back stories like an icy cold brew. You never know what these two might spew. Two Dum Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, they don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice. Rivers collide where the laughs always flow. Black and gold thunder everywhere they go. The madcap kings breaking every mold. With two Dum Yinzers, the stories don't get old. Two Dum Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, they don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice.
Hey yo, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the show. That's right, this is episode 940 of the 2 W's. I want to say to everybody today, welcome back. Glad to see everybody today. Glad to be back. It's Friday. It's a big day. A lot of things going on this weekend. Michael, Derpy, everybody in the house today. How you doing, Big Mike?
Oh, I am living the dream, brother. Happy to be here. And just a fair warning to everyone: I will vanish here in a few minutes, but I will be back shortly. Okay, you can't miss it. I can't miss any more episodes of the Two Dum Yinzers. Y'all going to think I'm gone for good.
Don't want to do that. Derpy, how you doing today, man? Always great seeing Derpy on the panel. My man that never changes. How are you, sir?
I'm all right. It's April. It's almost go time.
We got there's some things we're going to talk about. Derpy's going to be coming down to the draft here in a couple of weeks again, guys. Just 20 days away from the NFL draft, if you can believe that. We'll come back on Monday and we'll be right around 17 or so, just a couple weeks out. So, guys, 20 days from the NFL draft. I know everybody's getting excited. A couple things right off the top I did want to mention, though. At the draft, I was reading that a lot of 4,000 parking spots are actually being eliminated by the draft because of the setup, the build-up, the stage, vendors, everything that goes with it. There's going to be 4,000 less parking spots. I'm going to be honest, Mike, Derpy, I don't know if public transportation is ready
I don't think
for the draft in Pittsburgh.
I don't think so either, man. Like we've talked about this numerous times. The layout of the city, a lot of people understand it's very poorly laid out. You're trying to lay a grid system in a triangle area with all these hills and everything. It's gonna be a rough one, man. It's gonna be a challenge for everyone. Hopefully the city can pull it together.
It's again, this was something that as you said, I mean, the city's not quite, it's not exactly built for this. And then you add the element that you're taking away 4,000 parking lot or parking spots. It's going to be crazy again. Pittsburgh is used to what it's used to for its public transportation. Nothing quite like what's going to be happening here in just 20 days. So, a lot of people were talking, a lot of people were going on. And Mike, that doesn't even mention if the Penguins, it's going to be the playoffs.
Right.
The Penguins may be
That's
playing a home
true.
game one of those few days. So that just adds another layer of insult to this. So take away 4,000 parking spots, possibly add a Penguin playoff game, no less, not just a Penguin game, a Penguin playoff game on the same days. I can see how this is just going to be absolutely insane. But you know what? It is what it is. There's our reality here in the Berg, and it is, Mike, what are you going to do? What can you do? There's not much you can do about it.
Not much can do. Like I said, just hopefully the city can pull it together. I feel bad for all the out of towners coming in, not knowing our traffic situation. It's going to be rough for them. But you know what, Pittsburghers, we're known for our hospitality. We might call you a jagoff, but we'll get you where you need to go.
Something just tells me it's going to be a lot like, you go to New York City and you're down in Manhattan walking around, and what you mostly see down there are people that aren't from New York City. People from New York, they go to their homes and they stay out of Manhattan, and they avoid the busy life. And I'm getting a feeling, guys, that a lot of Pittsburgh is going to be avoiding Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh while this is all going on, Mike, while all the out-of-towners come in, again, up to 700,000 people they're expecting. So at this point, I think a lot of the Pittsburghers are probably going to stay home and watch this from afar because there's going to be a lot of people, and again, more headaches than probably one would want. But this is what it's coming down to, guys. Just 20 days, the NFL draft right here. The Pittsburgh Steelers primed with 12 picks heading into this draft. A lot of things going on, guys. I do want to say a couple things before I do get started. I want to say thank you for joining us. We're a little late today due to the Buccos opening their home schedule today. The radio station was a little extra work, so we are a little bit behind schedule here. So I apologize, but we're back, guys, heading into the weekend. A lot of sports going on. We're going to talk a little bit about everything today and get ready for this Bucco home opener, Mike. Let me start with some of the sports around town. Sports around town, everybody. The Pittsburgh Pirates, they do start today at 4:12. It's a 4:12 start between the Pirates and the Orioles. Mitch Keller's going to be on the bump today. And the Mike, the big story, though, not the home opener, not who's on the bump, but the fact that Connor Griffin, Mike, the 19-year-old ESPN's #1 overall prospect, is getting called up for this game, Mike. I just think that maybe the Pirates didn't please the owners, perhaps. Maybe they didn't. I see. Here's what I'm thinking with the pitching staff we have and the upgrade in bats. I think the Pirates probably thought they were going to go a little bit better than 3-3 to start the season. But it almost is like we need a new energy. Let's bring Connor Griffin up. We got everybody in the house. It's going to be a packed place. But tonight, Mike, Connor Griffin making his debut in the majors.
Yeah, he's making his debut. There's rumors that a big contract is going to be signed.
Yes.
After he plays as well. And I think there's also someone explained it to me, and I barely understood it when they explained it to me. So you guys go do your little own research for this. Why he wasn't called up right away. It has to do something with, I don't know if it's like a draft compensation or some weird little rule in baseball that the Pirate could negatively affect the Pirates or something. So that's why they delayed bringing him up a handful of games. That seems to be the official reason from the Buccos, but I have a feeling with you, Ryan, they thought they had a little bit more than what they had and said, hey, let's get this guy up here because he was knocking the ball around really well down in minors. Might as well bring him up. And guys, I will be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, you're good, man. What's up, Derp?
To think actually what you were just discussing about Connor Griffin, apparently they're working on finalizing a $140 million contract.
9 years.
9 years. Yep.
Yes, I was going to bring that up. That is supposed to be the contract, guys. We will watch this play out. Again, if the Pirates manage their team right, we should have a good baseball ahead of us. But traditionally, well, at least in the last 30 years, they've did their mistakes of screwing things up. So let's hope that changes. Well, you have two of the youngest, two of the biggest stars in the majors playing on your team. Just build around them, maybe win some baseball. But that is what it is again today at 4:12. That does kick off the home schedule for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Again, Mitch Keller on the bump going up against the Orioles in game 1 at home. 3-3 coming into the game, today's game. So that is coming also tonight. Well, let me talk about this one first, Derpy. The Penguins, they were back at it. They're down to about 6 games left. They need to keep on top of it because they're teetering.
Slipping.
They're slipping. But you know what? Every time they slip, and I think that they're going to
Big
slide
time
out of
break.
it, they get a win or two, or they'll blow a couple teams out. The Penguins, they lose to the Lightning, Derpy, 6-3 yesterday. They fall to 38, 22, and 12. They'll be back at it tomorrow at 8 o'clock at home hosting the Florida Panthers. The Pittsburgh Riverhounds, the other football team here in town, they will be traveling to play Indy 11. Indy 11 tomorrow at 7. Right now, they are in the middle of doing in their U.S. Open tournament and their schedule, so they're teetering back and forth. It's the regular schedule tomorrow. That's at Indy 11 for that for the soccer. And also, Derpy, NCAA Final Four. Final Four is this weekend. Tomorrow at 6:09, the number 3 Illinois is taking on number 2 UConn, and the winner of that game is going to go on to take the winner of number 1 Michigan and number 1 Arizona. That game starts at 8:49. The winners of both of these two games go on to play each other at Monday at 8:30 for the national championship of basketball. March Madness flies just like it does all the time, Derpy. Just for like 5 minutes ago, there were 64 teams in the field. Now we're going to have a final 2 here within the next 48 hours. Crazy. And finally, the UFL back tonight, guys. You missing your football yet? I know I sure am. Tonight, the I'm sorry, who is the DC? What's the Commanders? No, what is DC?
No, you're thinking NFL.
I am thinking NFL. Well, anyway, Columbus is hosting DC. I know that DC is Mike's team. I do also know that this game is tonight. At 8 o'clock start, the 1-0 DC takes on, or the 0-1 DC takes. Who is it?
The Defenders.
That's right. The DC Defenders. They are 0-1. They'll be taking on Columbus, who's also 0-1. That's an 8 o'clock start. Saturday, tomorrow, you have Louisville, who's 0-1, traveling to play 1-0 Orlando. That's an 8 o'clock start tomorrow. Sunday, the 1-0 Birmingham travels to Houston to take the Roughnecks on at 6 o'clock p.m. And then the following game isn't on Sunday. It isn't on Monday, Derpy. It's actually on Tuesday. The last game, the last UFL game on the schedule this week is St. Louis. The Battlehawks are traveling to Dallas. Both of these teams are 1-0. Battle of Unbeatens going at it at 8 o'clock Tuesday night. So we're going to have Tuesday night football, Derpy. That's kind of rare, huh?
That is rare.
Derpy. You don't usually see Tuesday night football.
You don't.
But you know what? I'm just looking at this, and what I think it is, I think it's Easter. I didn't even dawn on me. I kept thinking to myself, why the they have a game on Monday? No, I guess not, because they have a Sunday game as well. I don't know. I don't know what the Tuesday is all about, but Easter is this Sunday. So there you go. We have a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday, and a Tuesday game in the UFL. So you got to have American football on your TV on over the weekend, all the way up through Tuesday. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Welcome back. Always glad to see you. Let's get on the board, Derpy. I don't want to miss out on anybody today. This is Friday, heading into the weekend. Let's start way down here at the bottom. Let's say Raider John a Steeler Freak, the big John stud, middle name Mud. He says, Sir Derp-a-lot is here. That's right, baby. Derpy. Always excited when Dirt Dog is in the house. That's right. You can check out also on the other feed. Mike does have the link up for the vertical. You also see that on the board. John, he says, hey now. Tortilla Jackson, all the way from Sacramento, California. He says, no way. The Derp Dog. 392 Boogs. Also looks like Derpy has some folks in the house today on the board. Boogs says, yo. Also, John the Steeler Freak says buffering a lot today. We do apologize about that. I don't know what that's all about. I'm sure it's Derpy's fault if it's anything, but just kidding, Derpy. Let's scoot up here, and right above that, Cody says no service today, so I'm not sure what is going on the other end. I apologize. I hope it gets better. Let's scoot up also right here to 3392 Boogs, Mike. Or I'm sorry, Derpy, your friend says Bill's Mafia here, but I guess I'll rock with the Steelers for Derpy.
Sounds
like
good.
Sounds like a
That
good
sounds-
friend to me.
Yep.
Cody says, who's the guy on the bottom with the shirt on? Yeah, usually we don't see this guy with the shirt on, so you're right. I'm a little confused myself.
I mean,
Derpy.
I can offer the shirt off. I mean,
Please don't, please. It's Friday. It's Friday. For F's sake. Let's go up here. Cody says, take it off. He says, take it off. Tortilla says it's easier to go to the moon than find parking in Pittsburgh. You ain't kidding.
Yeah.
Because Pittsburgh's tight anyway.
Those,
It really
those roads
is.
suck. Those roads suck, especially downtown. They're like narrow as fuck.
They literally took a whole entire. It's almost like with New York on the island of Manhattan. They shoved this whole entire city on the little island, and that's basically what Pittsburgh is. I mean, from the triangle
Yeah.
back, you try to stick a whole major city in there, and again, it's tough. The roads are tough. None of them makes a lot of sense, especially if you're not from town. So again, 4,000 be minus
Watch them
4,000.
Watch them review bomb Pittsburgh because of the traffic.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't doubt it. That's probably going to be a nightmare. I'll be surprised. And as I said, Derpy, it's possible the Penguins could be playing a home playoff game sometime over those
That's
three
insane.
games, which is just even crazier because then you have those, 30,000 people traveling out and about, moving around down there. So very interesting, very, very busy this coming month in Pittsburgh, of course. Also on the board, let's go right here. Tyrone, my man, he says JPJ is the GOAT. I say, no, he's not. I say, you're the GOAT, Tyrone. Always great seeing you, brother. He is the GOAT. I also want to say Dasher Heart, Dasher Heat's also on the board for you, Derp. He says, yo, what's up, Derp Dog?
What's up?
Says, whoa, let's also go to Tortilla. Cody told me to park at this place called the South Side Slopes. Cody told you that. Somber says, holy shit, it's the Derpster. Always great seeing Somber on the board, my man. Hope things are going well for you heading into this weekend. John says, Derpy gave us the proof of life showing. Derpy gave us a proof of life showing. Johnny, what's up, man? Great seeing you back on the terrible board. Derpy is a man of less words.
Derpy.
Johnny, great seeing you back as always on the terrible board.
Yes, I am.
In RB, the man, the myth, the legend, of course. My internet's still out, he says. And yesterday he was on, and then the pole fell over. He lost his power, and he went outside and seen the pole knocked down. All kind of issues going on out that way. He says my internet is still out. Took a wrong turn to the residential area and got stuck and backed over 2 poles trying to get out. Jeez, oh man, happy Easter. You know what I mean? But
Sounds like Baltimore Ravens offseason problems.
It does sound like the Baltimore Ravens offseason problems. Also, Ty says this. He says, Derpy, I need to explain why taking offensive line first round is bad. Ty is saying that. Derpy, I need to explain why taking offensive line in the first round is bad. Guys, so much. Yeah, go ahead, Derp.
It's not bad. It's just we've done it multiple times the last couple of years, and it's kind of annoying if that's if that's the case,
And that's the thing, Derpy. I mean, they come out and said this at the very beginning. We're going to build this line. We're going to get our guys to solidify the line, and that way you could have that piece of the puzzle. You get the offensive and defensive line that you like in place. You're good for a good 5, 7, 10 years, even depending on the situations and the players and such. And then you could always do all the fun stuff and get all the other pieces later. And I think that's what's going on with this team.
I do too.
And even without Coach Tomlin, with Coach McCarthy, I think it's going to be basically similar because, again, at the end of the day, Weedle and Kahn were also in on, all these ideas of starting from the inside and working your way out. So, again, I wouldn't be surprised one bit. One bit. Yeah.
I'm not opposed to if what's his name, the guard. I'm not opposed to that. It's just at this point I'm not opposed to that. The guard from Penn State.
I mean, that's probably going to be where it goes. But that's just like I said. It seems like. And here's the thing, Derby. Let's another year or two of this. You're going to have your lines built, and then it's going to be all fun. In theory, it should all be fun in games at that point. You can start getting pieces that you like. Start getting guys, earlier the skill guys that you like. But it just really seems that if Weedle and Kahn started this philosophy with Coach T a couple years back, it doesn't really feel to me that it's going to change with Mike McCarthy. I do know that it's one thing that I did read this morning was Mike McCarthy. He's a lot more active. He's a lot more active in the draft, the pre-draft progress. Let's see. Mike McCarthy says he's more involved in the draft prep with Pittsburgh than he was in Green Bay and with Dallas. And Mike McCarthy doesn't exactly have a terrible track record when it comes to drafting. So hopefully, Derpy, they could come in there, hit themselves a home run. And I understand people want the home run hitters, but that doesn't always, you don't always need a home run hitter to hit a home run. So I think the Steelers do have to hit a home run, and it doesn't necessarily mean get the home run hitters, but it's got to be a good draft, in my opinion, Derpy. It has to be. I mean, it's
I think it will be.
It's almost a restarting point.
There's no way you can mess it up, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't think.
I do think they got with those 12 picks. They somewhat have to be aggressive by probably trading some, in my opinion. They can't draft 12 picks, you know.
It's almost hard to believe that they have 12 and they're not going to trade. You almost think that because if you don't use that, you know,
they got to be aggressive. They're in their hometown and everything. They got to be aggressive with those picks.
Absolutely. And if you're stuck with a bunch of 6th and 7th round guys because you had the picks, these are guys that aren't even going to be on the team by the end of summer anyway. Use these picks. Try to fleece somebody, put them in a deal, package something. You could get something better. And again, this is the kind of things that Omar Khan seems to specialize in. So, you know, I certainly don't count that out, Derpy, going into the draft just 20 days away.
That's crazy. We're already here, man.
It is. And you're coming to town. Apparently, you said you're going to be driving in on Friday.
Yeah, early Friday.
But you're going to be here. You're going to go down to the draft on Friday?
Yes.
Woo, doggy.
Do my best to get down in that chaotic madness.
So that's day 2. Day 2 will probably be pretty
somewhat manageable.
Probably a lot more manageable than day 1, but still I imagine there's going to be a lot going on. And what Ian's going to do, he's going to drive down in the morning, hang out throughout the day, and head back.
Head back after.
Gotcha.
We might watch it from I guess you're able to watch it from the stadium. So we might do that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. As I said, they are taking away 4,000 parking spots.
I know.
For the setup, the build up, everything of that nature. So again, it's not going to be easy by any means, but it could be worth it. If you love your team, you love your Steelers, you love your team, you love the NFL. And again, this is going to be the first time since 1947 since a draft has been in Pittsburgh. So
1947, right?
1947, Derpy, if you can believe it. Just after Mike was born, they had it in 1947. Let's get back on the board. I don't want to leave anybody out on this Friday. Derp Dog is in the house. Got anything for Derpy? Any questions? Any comments? Do throw it up on the board. Let's get right back to it right here where I'm going to come all the way back right here. RB says this, Derpy. The Steelers go O-line and win a playoff game. You have to wear Ryan's pubes as a beard for 2 weeks. I'm just wondering, where am I going to get all these pubes? I can't afford to get in many more bets. I mean, I understand I appear very hairy, but there's only a limited supply. But I you know what? I'm down, RB. I'm down. Derpy, there you go. I like it.
You're crazy. You're crazy,
RB. Ty Rhodes says this only offensive line I'm taking is Vega. We need a left guard, Bad Isaac, left wide receiver, class deep too. Why I asked. Steeler Freak said this. I will mail Derpy my Fat Tuesday beads, but he must show the tatas.
No tatas.
He says no tatas.
We need all the tatas.
He only does that as a surprise element. It's when you're least expecting it, then you're planning on eating that afternoon or whatnot, and then he pulls it out on you out of nowhere. Let's jump right here to Cody. He says offensive line in the first round. I hate everything.
I hate everything. If only we had the button. Where's Finch when you need him? There it is.
There it is. RB says this guy's bitching about the drafting line is like bitching about great team building.
I agree. You win and lose in the trenches. They're not sexy picks. When I was younger, I used to hate it when we drafted a lineman or D lineman, but you learn that that's where you win and lose, man.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you, Mike. It's something I learned over the years, and it's just something you kind of learn in life. If you want to get better, you got to kind of do the things that you don't want to do, along with the things that you like to do as well. And I think
I
that
will.
kind of falls in that category.
I will say this: if Vega is there at 21, draft him. But I am not. You cannot trade up for him. I'm sorry.
I think you can. If you think he's going to be someone like an Alan Faneca, go and get him. You go and get him. If someone's going to anchor that be an anchor for your line for years to come. Him, Fatanu, and Frazier. Hell yeah. And then you just keep drafting guys to replace them because you can't afford everyone. So you got to go O-line, man. It makes sense. But if he's gone, and then if you're sitting there with the fourth best tackle, but the number 2 wide receiver, then you have a really interesting discussion to be had right there.
I thought we already signed a guard, though.
A backup. He's been a backup his entire career.
I know. I'm just trolling.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's go right here to Ty. Ty says Vega Penn State guard would make our offensive line the top 7. It's moving in the right direction.
It's moving in the right direction. Left tackle still a huge question mark. Like McCormick, I think he's fine. I think you surround him with he's stuck in between Frazier and Fatanu. Okay, he doesn't have to be a world beater at that position. So I think he's fine. But yeah, I think Vega helps a lot. And if Dylan Cook, if they're sold on him, can be at least just an average left tackle, you have a really good offensive line.
I do want to say, let's go to Johnny. Johnny says this: Mississippi in the house. What's fellas? Enjoy the show. We appreciate you. As always, Johnny. Again, I do recognize the name. I want to say welcome back. Great to see you. Hope you're ready for the weekend. Cody says this team building sucks. Look at Broderick Jones. Yeah, look how great this plan is working out. C2 trades up. I see 2 trades up is what Ty is saying on the board. Also, RB says kind of hit our hours that actually matters when you can't get guys who hit the singles to make those home runs worthwhile. Home runs. I got you.
There we go. Yeah,
we jumped sports, and you know what? We are hitting a lot of home runs actually. Lau has hit 3. Also, O'Neal Cruz has hit 3. A bunch of home runs, guys. These Pirates do kick off today. That is a 4-12 start, as always on the home opener. 4-1-2. All day, baby. That's no different today. Let's go right here to Steeler Freak John. He says this: a skill guy with Rodgers isn't worth the squeeze. I would take care of the line and hopefully have it ready for the Messiah. And you know what? That's not a bad point, because again, you don't want to be worrying about the offensive line when you do got your Prince, when you finally do got your franchise guy, you finally do got that face of the team that you've been looking for. You don't want him getting crushed. So again, building the offensive line makes a lot of sense, especially, if the quarterback that you're looking for isn't exactly there yet. So keep working in that area. But I get what you're saying, guys. Let's go right here to RB. He says, Ryan, go rent the cart. $12 Derpy rides incoming. $12 Derpy rides incoming.
It looks like Derpy is handing out mustache rides as well.
Who wants a mustache ride? I do. Let's go on to Tyrone. Tyrone says this: Vega, then wide receiver 2nd round, or Cooper Jr. or Tyson, then trade up for Pregon when that's where I'm at right now. That's what Ty is saying.
Mm-hmm. I like those are 2 really good options.
Tortilla says, Derpy, how many bowls of cereal are in a cereal box?
Derpy.
1 if you're brave enough.
That's a good one. I don't know. That's a good question. It's a very tortilla question. I got to be honest with you. Finchy, what's up, dude? Finchy's saying this. All, of course, our Finch on the terrible board, 6'7".
That's my answer.
Finchy's saying this. Question for Derpy. Derpy, what is your secret for getting bitches?
Money and food.
You know what? You nailed it.
You're not wrong.
That's probably the best. You know what? People always talk about be sensitive, communication, pay attention to them. It's tacos, food. It's food.
Food, make them laugh.
Absolutely.
Next thing you know, they're sitting there, they're laughing. They're like, oh my God, he's inside me. That's how you get
he just penetrated me. You literally have a better chance of getting chicks with tacos than anything. You truly, honestly, I've never seen a woman turn down tacos. I've never seen it. Derpy, I mean, you could get chicks out of your league. if you provide them with the food, the right food.
Outkick your coverage, buddy. Outkick your coverage.
Absolutely. I hope that answered your question. I think Derpy. So Derpy, what ultimately was your answer?
Money and food.
Money and food. There you go, Finch. There you go. John says this Steeler Freak says I read Derpy as a float at the draft day parade. I would like that. I would like that one day. Maybe it will. Maybe it will happen. It takes his shirt off. Let's go right here. Oh wait, well, hold on. Somebody got something to say.
Oh hell no.
Let's go on right here to Tyrone. Tyrone says, "What's up, Mike? How are you doing today, my guy?
What up, brother? Oh, I'm living the dream, maybe. Living the dream, having a good one. Hope you are as well. Hope everyone on the board is having a damn good day."
Absolutely, guys. This is Easter weekend. I think this is this Good Friday? Is Friday?
Today's Good Friday. Yeah.
Okay, so guys, we're heading into the holiday weekend. The kiddos, of course, a lot of them, or most of them, I'm sure, are off for a long weekend. It is the spring break weekend, as they call it. Hope everything is going well for my man Ty in Western Ohio. He says this as well. Mikey follows it up by saying, "I would definitely trade up for Vega. He's a monster Derby."
Derpy.
If he went to Ohio State, Derpy would be pounding the table to trade.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie.
These guys are retarded with this. I got to be honest.
Sometimes I understand. Sometimes I do get into it. Like, I overvalue my guys that I watch play. I'm not gonna lie, but Derpy takes it to the extreme.
Yeah.
I will say Penn State's pretty decent, known for their O-line.
Yeah, we've produced some good O-linemen. Like, might not be like, oh my god, a star of stars, but someone who has been a starter in the league for like a decade. And you're like, oh my god, he's still around, and he went to Penn State how long ago? So yeah, like, we produced some pretty good O-linemen. I think Vega might be the best of the bunch that's come out in the past decade.
And I do want to say this, guys. Keep in mind, at the 32-minute mark of the show, we were talking about local talent. Of course, Penn State gets a lot. Pitt gets a lot. If you look at the numbers, just keep that in mind when it comes around time for the trivia question of the day today. To wrap up the show, guys, local talent in the NFL draft. So just let that bounce around upstairs. Steeler Freak says this, Ryan, you must start shaving and saving the pubes now on top of logistics, baby. You know what, John? I love the way John thinks. He's always on top of things, and him and Somber, they keep me on my toes on the board. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to start conserving because if everyone keeps waging my pubes on these bets, I don't have enough pubes.
What did I miss on the second round of the pube bet?
Derpy, what's the Derpy? What's the bet? I'm giving Derpy pubes as well. I forget what the bet is right off the cut, but it is down in the comments near the beginning.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'll double check.
Absolutely. Let's go right here to Mark Malone, my man, Mark Malone.
There it is. I found it.
Big house. What does it say, Derp? What's the bet?
If the Steelers go O-line and win a playoff game, you have to wear Ryan's pubes.
Okay.
For 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
So if we go O-line in the draft and win a playoff game, so after a playoff game, if a playoff win happens, I'm going to be dishing out the pubes that week.
You are. There's going to be a lot of pubes, and Steeler Freaks on the right track. You got to start planning now.
Yeah, I know. Steeler Freak keeps me on my toes. I'm not capable.
Make sure you dye the pubes different colors too.
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Like dye them pink for Derpy, and I kind of want mine purple.
All right, I can do that.
Yeah,
like Easter eggs. I'll just
a little festive.
Just dip them in the coloring.
Yeah, we'll be good.
You're all wild. And
yeah, let's go right here to Mark Malone. Mark Malone says this. I looked way better after Cook. It looked way better after Cook came in. You have to admit. You know what? Small sample size, I thought it looked fantastic. For a guy that only played literally one game before he faced off against Myles Garrett and kept Myles Garrett from getting that record, I think that's an accomplishment for somebody that sets their mind to wanting to do it. Other guys that have the tools, the weapons, like a Broderick Jones, who looks like a natural built left tackle. A guy like him, he can't bring it together, and a guy that you don't expect, he gets the job done. That's just the way sports play out sometime. It's not foolproof. Again, I'm not against Dylan Cook. If he can continue to do what he does, it's not going to be perfect. But you know what? Neither is anybody else that you're going to get.
Yeah.
Dylan Cook, if he's semi-serviceable, I don't understand why you wouldn't at least consider him.
Yeah, like in that small sample size, I know we pick and choose when we want to acknowledge PFF and when not to, but like in that small sample size, he was 8th out of 89 graded tackles in pass blocking grade. Granted, small sample size, that's a nice thing there. If you can keep it up, we got a steal right there. So like I'm warming up to the idea of having him out there, but like RB said before, you know, it's easier to hide a guard than it is a tackle. But, you know, if he can win that spot out there and he do it, man, go out there and do it. It would, you know, you can always chip with the tight end, you know, if you have to. But I like what I saw from him. Even in the playoff game, you know, going up against those two monster pass rushers from the Texans, he did okay. But, you know, like that's your first playoff game. You're going up against two guys that were playing at a high level at that time, been firing on all cylinders all year, and you've only had a limited amount of reps to get to this point in the year. He wasn't the greatest performance, but he did okay given the circumstances. So let's see what he can do with a full off season, a full training camp, being given the opportunity to be a starter. You can roll him out there.
Absolutely. Let's get back on the board here for a couple. I don't want to get too far behind today. I'm going to go to RB. He says the difference between wide receiver number 15 and left tackle number 5 is wider than Derpy's ass. Derp, you're a hot topic on the board today. I got to be honest with you. Everybody's excited to see Derpy.
Because I haven't been here in a minute.
And I would be lying if I would say that I wasn't. Derpy, I also happy to see you today. Let's go to chat. He says, "What's up, Ryan, Mike, and Dirt Dog?"
What up, brother?
He says, "And here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Let's go, Buccos." That's right. Today at 4:12 at 4:12 Eastern Standard Time, the Buccos will be taking on the Baltimore Orioles in their home opener. I certainly will be watching for Mike the big debut of Connor Griffin, of course. Mitch Keller on the hill. Paul Skeen gets the team to win to beat the Reds in that series. Or I'm sorry, the last series that we just played in was against the Reds. Yes. And he pitched the last game of that series to get the win. So right now in the series, Mike, we are 1-1. We have 1 loss series, 1 win series, and also we're looking like we're starting to get a little bit better. We're at home, a little bit more confident. So again, 4-1-2 today. That is the Steelers 4-12 first pitch. Let's scoot over here. I do want to say what's up to Chad. Always great seeing you on the terrible board, man. Let's go to scoot up a little bit. Tyrone, he says this: we build the offensive line this year for the 2027 quarterback.
Yep.
I would sure like this process to go a little faster. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, come on, we could be dead by time this all gets. It just really feels long and drawn out when things don't go your way, and that's just kind of been the way that it's been going.
Hey, man, you never know. Will Howard could be the guy.
He could be the guy. He could very well. And you know what? I hope that he is, because we have him already, and it's
then you don't have to worry about a quarterback next year, unless there's like a handful of guys that are just so much better than what Will Howard is right now. Then you explore.
Well, we don't know how good Will Howard is right now.
Yeah,
we have no idea. I mean, he could come in and just blow our minds. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
If he's really doing his homework and working hard and working with the right people, there's, it's a very good possibility. So I hope that that's the case. Still loyal. I do want to say what's up to you, sir, on this Friday, this Good Friday afternoon. Also, he says, Derpy, that shirt is fire.
Appreciate it. My grandma got it.
My grandmama got me that chain. Mark Malone says, this Peaches will suffocate poor Derpy. Peaches will suffocate poor Derpy. We haven't heard from Peaches for a while. That is crazy. I would like to know what's going on with Peaches. Ty says this. He says, facts, that shit and hat. Look at you.
Appreciate it.
And I don't know if you caught it, Mike. Derpy's going to be in town. He's coming down for the draft.
He's
coming. They're traveling down on Friday from Ohio.
I'm going to be brave and going to the madness.
You might want to leave at noon.
Probably.
What the? Yeah.
You might want to leave at noon just to make sure you are in town.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Tyrone says this. Derpy, watch out. Tyrone says Derpy, watch out for pregnant Asians with Ryan. I've never seen one.
Dude,
Not a single one.
Like I would, we need to one day just do a live vlog, go to like a busy area and see if we can on the hunt for pregnant Asians.
We'll hide like the crocodile hunter behind bushes and shit.
Crikey, we found one. It's like finding an albino.
Derpy stuck his thumb in her butthole. Let's go right here to Steeler Freak John says 1 cereal box equals 4 Budweisers. I like it. I like the math.
That's good math. That's a good conversion rate.
Let's go to Aaron Jade. Mike, here's my favorite message. Always on the board. There we go. Steelers with 3 rockets. Always great seeing Aaron Jade, my man. Let's go to Ty. Ty says Penn State brings guys in to JPJ. Muth would also love Vega. They do. And that's the thing. That's one thing I hate about this college shit is because we can't. I mean, let's get the best. Let's get whoever the best situation is. I don't give a shit if you're from my school, if you're from his school, if you're from his school. I want whatever gets us this team in the end zone. I want to get whatever gets this team in the playoffs. I want to get whatever gets this team closer to getting number 7 at the end of the day. I get everybody has their favorites. Everybody has their pride. But at the end of the day, I don't give 2 shits.
Yeah, I think it's like a familiarity thing too. Like you know,
because you've watched them play the good things that they do, where other people don't, Mike. And Derpy sees the good things that Ohio State does, and we don't. So he really feels inclined that he has to explain that to us, and he wants us to see. And to us, we're just like, okay, Ohio State played a football game.
But on the flip side of that argument too, we kind of like diminish the bad things, so like their faults, their negatives. Oh no, that's just haters talking,
right?
And stuff like that. So, but hey, as long as you can ball, I want you on my team. I don't care what college you went to.
I agree. RB says, by the way, Mike, with no internet, I had to leave the house. Hey. Oh, I don't like the way that started.
That just sounded like a horror story.
I found a 55 gallons.
I keep lagging out.
You're good, man. Do your thing. Try to hang in there as much as you can. Let's see. RB says, by the way, Mike, with no internet, I had to leave the house. I found a 55-gallon stainless steel drum for $200. So here in the next 4 to 5 weeks, I'm going to build a new still. So 12-gallon runs are coming, guys. Get ready. Derpy, do you like moonshine? He's lagging out a little bit.
He's lagging out big time.
Next time we all get together for a meeting, we're all gonna have to bring the moonshine. We'll bring RB and Chop and Finch. Let's do Scoot up here.
My liver thanks you for that update.
Your liver's in big trouble, believe me.
Yeah, because it's thirsty.
Tyrone says Brisker 2. Also, RB says, so I'll have to find a way to send you over 5-gallon buckets or 2. And we're not that far, RB, if you think about it. Come on.
We'll find a way. We'll make it. When there's alcohol involved, I get extra motivated.
And Derpy, I mean, throw him in the car with Mike. They'll take the truck out there. I don't see any problems with that.
No, I'm done. Wait. You just throw Derpy in the truck?
I think we got to get back to the board right here. John says Derpy.
I keep lagging because I'm.
Derpy tells them that he's a millionaire virgin who has a brain tumor and only has 6 months to live. I don't think that's the worst idea ever.
That's a brilliant move. You got to spit game, man.
Okay.
Hey, got to do what you got to do.
Cody says if we win a playoff game, Derpy has to dress the Phil Margera. What?
Just like what was that? Bam Margera's
dad.
What?
Yeah.
What's that mean? He has to dress like I
don't know. I'll pull up Phil Margera here.
I remember Phil. I just can't think of what he was dressed, but we'll look into that. Also, RB says bitching about the drafting O-line deserves a harsh punishment. Even thinking about bitching about drafting the line deserves punishment. Let's go to Somber. Somber says we have an additional voluntary mini camp. Hold on, let's see. I thought I missed the beginning of that. Somber says this: the NFL has announced the offseason workout dates for all 32 teams. The Steelers will start phase 1 of their offseason conditioning program on April 7th because they have a new coach. They do get to start 1 week earlier than everybody else. So that is true. That is starting, guys, on April 7th. And since coach is there, it will be a week earlier. Also, Somber finishes it up by saying we'll have an additional voluntary mini camp April 20th to 22nd, which is right before the draft. OTAs, of course, May 18th, 20th, 21st, 26th, 28th, 29th. June 8th and 9th, and then 11 through 12. And mandatory mini camp starts, guys, in June the 2nd to the 11th. That is via Alan Saunders. Appreciate all that information, Somber. It's getting down to it because look at all those dates. Let's get past the draft, and then you have all this. Come on, once you get to that mini camp, you know what camp's going to be right around the corner, and then preseason's in August. So say what you want. April is we're in good shape for the shape that we're in, Mike.
Oh yeah, it gets here faster and faster every year. It feels like, and I can't wait, man. Get into the thick of it, baby.
Yeah, me too. Very excited, guys. We're getting there. Cody says this. He had Darnell Washington. He got smoked against Texas. You know what? For in all fairness, I don't think anybody really expected anybody on our that defense was the best defense in the league, wasn't it? One of the top couple.
Yeah, and Daniel Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. They were on something special. He did give up. He gave up a sack. He had 3 pressures against him, but for someone who only played like 5 games leading into that game, that being his 6th professional game, yeah, he did have help over there too. Not bad. There's been worse performances by veterans against those guys. So
I think what you're saying, Mike, is I think that what you're saying is we just have to see more. You got to see more.
You got to see more. Yep.
At the end of the day, he did well enough, but you have to show that you're going to be consistent. Otherwise, yep. So I guess that's the only fault at this point. As RB is stating here in another message or two, he says Cook was allocated a ton of help as well, which it's true. And again, a guy only played 4 games at that point in his career, and you go up against that Houston rushing attack was not easy. The fact that they all right, Derby, yeah, do your thing, man.
You're good, brother.
The fact that he was able, it wasn't like he got his ass beat and we lost that football game. There was nobody that really did much of anything. The offensive line, Mike, to talk about Dylan Cook, the offensive line didn't really do much at all in that particular game against Houston in that defense. So
no, they did not. You
might as well complain about Zach Frazier. You might as well complain about everybody else at the end of the day. Let's move on here. Cody says, don't draft offensive line. Ty says, bet Somber. Still loyal says, I posted a full list of dates in the GC. Somber and Ty. Also, let's go right here. Tortilla, he says this. I want my derpy back ribs. I want my derpy back.
Derpy.
We know the commercial. Ty says, bet Glukes. Cody says, draft Clint Torres.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. It took me a second. RB says, you never stop building the offense and defensive lines. You rarely want to give those guys second deals, never a third. Unless you got yourself a Hall of Famer, John says, deep fried pierogi with extra derpy sauce. Hey now. Derpy's important on the board today, Mike. Very popular on the board today.
He is, man. He's a popular fella.
Mike Tomlin says, you guys got McCarthy on the show? Come on. You got me. You got Coach T. Where's Coach MC? Great seeing you, Coach T. Always great seeing you on a terrible board. Mark Malone, we do have a Mark Malone on the board. He says, draft Sawyer Robinson to compete. If they both suck, draft another next year. Ty says, I agree with that. Mike or Green. Mark or Green. Let's go right here. John Peaches is recovering from vaginoplasty.
She got tired of tying it into a knot.
Yes. That's what happens. You play with your stuff. You got to get vaginoplasty. Let's go right here to hey guys, someone told me there was a double refried chocolate covered burrito giveaway at 145. No, Kabuli, you just missed it, unfortunately.
Yeah, sorry, bud.
Might want to pull your car out of the lot before it starts raining there, buddy.
Protect the Achilles there, bud.
That's good. Mark Malone says, shit. Nice RB. Nice Ty. Ty says this. Cody Darnell was out there. Cody Darnell was out. That didn't help. Vols versus Myles Garrett. Cody says, no, he wasn't. I'm going to say what's up to Erwin Curtis. What's up, Erwin Curtis? He says Marshmallow Peeps could do a better blocking job with the green smiley face. And you know what? It's peep weekend, Mike.
It is peep. It is time for the peeps.
What is your favorite candy?
Reese Cup.
Mine too.
I know it's like cliche, but there's a reason why it's cliche. It's so goddamn good.
Awesome.
It's fucking great.
No, I do too. I love the Reese Cup, and I'm pretty fond of peanut M&Ms. I can really put a hurt on peanut M&Ms, Mike.
I can do the peanut butter M&Ms. I also like Snickers, and I eat them vein side down.
Snickers vein side. That's like a wiener.
Yeah, that's. The I like the way it feels.
Somber says derpy sauce sounds insane. Derpy sauce sounds insane. Tyrone says he broke his arm, you hamster. Cody says, yeah, Darnell Washington played against the brown little Nicky. Mark Cavoli says, fuck. Hey, Derpy. I don't know. You must have missed this one.
Wait, what happened?
So your buddy Cavoli stops and he says, hey guys, someone told me there was a double refried chocolate covered burrito giveaway at 145, and I said, unfortunately you did, Derpy. That's where he went. He went to eat the
Dang.
the chocolate double refried chocolate covered burrito. Derpy's smiling, you see, because of it. Let's do Scoot up here to Tortilla. He says, Kabuli and Tomlin, shit's getting real in here, man. We got Mark Malone too. Don't forget Mark.
Oh no.
Kabuli says, just kill me. Fuck me in the goat's ass. Just kill me. Let's go to he follows it up by saying free candy is the best candy, and I couldn't agree with you more. Tyrone says chewy lifesavers are good. I'm more of a chocolate guy when it comes to candy though. Like the fruity stuff, I like it, but I like my M&Ms. I like Reese's. And if there's no chocolate stuff, or I've already eaten all the chocolate stuff, then I go to the fruity stuff. And again, those chewy lifesavers are not bad at all. Let's see. Go right here. Erwin Curtis says this exactly. You got the reference. Happy Easter. You too, my friend. Welcome to the Terrible Board. Great to see you, Erwin. And I do want to say Happy Easter to you as well. Let's do Scoot up here. Capoli said, all this food talk, this podcast is better than mine. God damn it. Let's go to...
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Somber says, nutrageous. And then finally, Just Learning. I do want to say what's up with Just Learning. I'd say to Just Learning as well. What's up, brother? Always great seeing you on the Terrible Board. He says this, Rogers has a fake wife. I'm assuming. Kaboli becoming one of the new biggest fans of the show, apparently. According to the board. Kaboli says this, Mikey says, I always preferred extra long, extra wide, Mr. Goodbar, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, man, hey, whatever floats your boat, brother.
And Matt Kaboli and cheese is what Tortilla is saying on the board. Guys, we got some different things we're going to talk about today. A couple quick notes. Lance McCutcheon, you remember him? He retired about a week ago, a little bit earlier this offseason. Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver Lance McCutcheon retires. He's unretired already. Yes, it is not even draft time in the same offseason. Lance McCutcheon is unretiring and going to play with Tennessee. Lance McCutcheon, the Tennessee.
What did you I feel bad for Cam Ward. This is their big splash of wide receiver for him.
I don't understand what the hell how you retired about 6 hours ago, and now all of a sudden you're back in the league. But there you go. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Again, Lance McCutcheon back, unretired. Changed his mind, going to the Titans.
Why don't they add Chase Claypool?
They're at Chase Claypool?
Yeah, why don't you with them?
Might as well add him.
Right.
Yeah. I had something, then Derby jumped in, so
I'm sorry.
It's all good, brother.
Mike, here's a couple of things. Also, a lot of people, of course, the news we got about, maybe Aaron, Denver wants to talk to Aaron, and then the very next day, Kirk Cousins getting signed and going to the Vegas Raiders. Mike, does this place Derek Carr any closer to a spot with the Pittsburgh Steelers? And I rolled my eyes the same way that you did, but at the end of the day, looking at all the pieces, looking at all the availability out there, does this bring Derek Carr closer to this team? Or do you think that it's just going to, you know what, if Aaron doesn't come back, we're going to have a quarterback competition? That's it. It's going to be Howard versus Mason. The winner is this. Which road do you think that this goes, Mike? And again, Derek Carr was briefly talked about a little bit earlier, but now again, Cousins is off the table. Denver has an interest in Aaron. We still don't know what's going on with him. Derek Carr, Mike.
No. Big fat no. I've never been a fan of Derek Carr. He's oh God, when the pressure gets to him, it gets to him. And there's games out there where he's been seeing ghosts his entire career. He's not a clutch performer. God, no, a big fat no. If that's the case, I'd rather have a competition between Will Howard and a rookie, and just go that route. Like Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr's a step back from Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, absolutely. He's about 4 steps back from Aaron Rodgers.
And that's bad. Like I'd rather run it back with Russell Wilson than Derek fucking Carr. And I get that. I just never been a fan of his at all. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I just never. No, he's not. No. My God, no. If you hated Aaron Rodgers, you're gonna fucking loathe Derek Carr.
I don't necessarily feel the same way. I felt I didn't hate Derek Carr. As a matter of fact, I actually kind of liked him when he was with the Raiders, and I always thought that if he had a decent team around him, he could probably be an okay quarterback. But I'm right there with you as far as do I want him? No, I don't. As a matter of fact, I would rather have Will Howard. Just because, again, if this Will Howard thing doesn't work out, we're going to be sitting at the 2027 draft, hopefully in a prime position to get a guy that we want. So, again, I think it's absolutely 100% necessary to have Will Howard on this football field this year. And if bringing in Derek Carr is going to jeopardize that at all, I say that you would stay away from it. 100. The only situation I think that Will Howard stays off the field, Mike, is if they do run it back with Aaron Rodgers. He does come back, kind of do what he does last year now with weapons, things a little bit closer. And again, Mike, you have to understand as well, Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy, they've worked together for 13 years. They played. They were 13 years. They worked together. They achieved the Super Bowl together. So again, at the end of the day, for a couple things, to think that McCarthy doesn't have insight on what's going on with Aaron is crazy because, again, you work together for 13 years. You win a Super Bowl. And for 2, Mike, at the end of the day, I think that Aaron is excited somewhat that he does get to work with Coach McCarthy. I think he's going to be back. It's been my opinion. I haven't changed it yet. I think Aaron Rodgers will be back. But again, Mike, if he doesn't, I say every chance you get to get Will Howard on the field this year, I say do it.
So do I. If you're not going to, Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be here. There's no other option out there that's going to give you what he gave you last year. This smart decisions being made. Yes, he played safe. Now, was that him? Was it the coaches? We don't know. But you're not going to get that from a Derek Carr. You're not going to get that from any other quarterback out there. So you might as well go out there with Will Howard, see what you have, answer all the questions you have or you want answered about him, and then move on with your life at that point. No need to go out and get a veteran other than Rodgers because he's the best available out there, and there's a huge drop off from Aaron Rodgers to whatever is out there on the market.
Mike, excuse me, Chris Sims. Chris Sims is known for saying some stupid things. His dad, Phil, of course, Super Bowl MVP with the Giants back in '88. Mike, Chris Sims, though, he comes out and says this, and you know what? I don't necessarily disagree with him. He says this: it's embarrassing that the Steelers haven't been able to win a playoff game going with this cheap quarterback route. Usually, I'm ready to just smack the taste out of Chris Sims' mouth, but I agree. I agree, Mike. It is embarrassing. We tried to go out and get all these clearance players, and we wonder why we can't win in January. You know what I mean? Yes, it did fall under the end of Ben's career, but again, Ben wasn't. His elbow was all jacked. He had all those injuries, and it's been clearance shelf quarterbacks ever since. It is embarrassing, Mike. And at the end of the day, we know it needs to be done. Other people are making moves. Other people are getting their guys. Other teams are ending up in the Super Bowl that was 4-13 last year. So again, it is becoming embarrassing. And I think Aaron will be back for a couple of reasons. But at the end of the day, you got to see what's up with Will Howard. We have not seen him take a single snap yet. And with the big draft, with just a little over a year away, with all these quarterbacks coming out. So again, however this plays out, Mike, I don't know, but it's either, in my opinion, it's going to be Aaron or it's got to be Will.
Yeah, and that's how it should be. And to go back to the Chris Sims things, he's leaving out a lot of context there too. Remember, like, we drafted Kenny Pickett in the first round, gave him like 2 years. So that didn't work. So then you go on.
You know what was shitty for Kenny? Everything.
Yeah,
the offensive coordinator, the receivers, the offensive line. Like, he didn't really have the greatest situation, and a lot of players don't.
Got hurt.
It's just shitty because
I don't know. You had a very productive at that time Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Pat Fryermuth, and Najee Harris.
Deontay Johnson was not very productive.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't. He dropped a lot of footballs. I don't know which game you were watching, but Deontay Johnson. You know what? Listen, it's consistent. Mike, you took his side a lot of times in his argument, so I'm not going to go on. We just don't have time to do that today. So I'm just going to blow by that. And
everyone go look up Deontay Johnson's stats.
Do that and look at all the great things that the Steelers offense was doing under Matt Canada and the offensive line that had.
Well, but I'm just saying, like Chris, like he missed a lot of context. Like we drafted a young quarterback, realized it didn't work. Then now we're on year. We went through. This is going to be year 3 of bridge quarterbacks post.
It's embarrassing.
Kenny. So the Steelers have tried. They tried with the draft. It didn't work, and then they went like
Kenny got the same damn record as Aaron Rodgers was getting, and he had less of the resources, less of the protection, less weapons. So again, at the end of the day, Kenny Pickett's doing what the Hall of Famer is doing. If he would have had more opportunities and better situations, perhaps it could have been different. We've never seen that play out. But let's jump on the board here and keep moving forward, Mike. We're an hour through the show today. A lot to get into. I don't want to leave anybody out heading into the weekend. Let's go right here to Corn. Corn says Steelers will finish last in the division. Just like Corn is wrapping up pretty much the bottom of every chart nowadays. Looking good there, Corn. Let's move forward. Robert, what's up? Always great seeing Robert on the terrible board. Robert says nose candy. I liked it so much I realized I could never do it again. Also, Aaron is old as hell. Yeah, he's getting there. Mark Caboli says that sounds good. I'm going to try to make one. A stromboli stuffed with mac and cheese. I'm trademarking that. Thanks for the $1 million idea, dipshit Yinzers. Let's go to Corn, and this is one thing that I do agree with Corn. He says this. He says, "Dude's ego won't allow him to go." I don't disagree with that. Usually Corn's comments are dopey, but that one makes sense. Tyrone says this. Facts, Mike, for Ward's sake, Tate at 4.
That would be a smart move for them. Ward.
I don't care. Listen, I don't give a shit who shits what they're doing down there, to be honest with you.
Tyrone and I do.
Huh?
I said Tyrone and I do.
What?
I hope the fans keep sucking.
Tennessee? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Facetious.
I don't even help me. Hold on. Before you do a joke like this, you have to explain what that joke was. How is that funny?
You said you don't care what they're doing down there.
Right.
So Tyrone and I do.
Why do you and Tyrone care?
I don't know. Because
that's what I'm saying. Where's the joke? I don't understand. It was just it was an empty-ended joke. There was no punchline.
There he goes.
Let's do he'll be injured reserve by week. Well, he did break his wrist last year and was back the next week. So I don't know if that means anything to you. John says this. The Steeler Freak says, Bully, do you get upset when folks say that you look like the gopher on Caddy?
That might be I'm sorry. That's why I was laughing earlier, because it caught me off guard.
He does look like a little gopher. Caboli says this. I was told 6 months ago McCutcheon was going to unretire. I just was sworn to secrecy, but I had to scoop. Scoop. I need ice cream. See y'all later. Peace. Tortilla says if we sign Carr, we'll be feeding DB's families. Mark Caboli says, don't get upset about that. I told your mom I was the gopher from Caddyshack before I chewed up her bush.
Ooh.
Steeler Freak. John says this. Derpy still takes the insults with surprise and hurt. He is such a mark.
Derpy.
Dang, Steelers Freak. Dang.
Let's go right here. Caboli says, Derpy, I am your father.
Derpy.
Tyrone said, "Oh, brother, A-Rod or Howard, please, please." Tortilla Caboli's dad is Peter Griffin.
That's a good one.
I've never seen somebody whose forehead is so fat that it pushes down their eyebrow. I've never seen that on another human being like this guy. I've never seen it.
It's something, and this is coming from a fat guy too.
Forehead fat.
Yeah, like when a fat guy calls another fat guy fat, that's how you know that other guy is really fat.
Somber says, "I can't stand Sims. He's such a dork." He sure is. I never thought Chris. He's just as great as analyzing as he was as a quarterback. Chris Sims.
Oh God, terrible.
Terrible. Mark Malone, my man, says this with McCarthy and Rodgers talking all the time. He's got to be coming back. I really think they just want to keep it under. I do too. I gotta be honest. That really makes sense in a way because again, they're close. They're close. They text all the time. They worked for 13 years together. They earned a Super Bowl win together with the work they did together.
Fluke of a Super Bowl.
I can't make myself to even believe that Mike McCarthy doesn't know what's going on with Aaron, and that would really show you what kind of an asshole that Aaron Rodgers was if he would keep his information from somebody like Coach McCarthy. I think he's an a-hole, but I think he's a different kind of a-hole at the end of the day. I think he's a weird cat, but I think also that Mike McCarthy does know what's going on.
I think so too, and it sounds like the whole organization knows what's going on, and they have plans in place for anything. They know what's up.
I'm just
they're
hoping
not going to go into it blind.
I'm just hoping it doesn't last till like right before camp, like it did last year.
It may, he doesn't want to participate. He doesn't want to participate in things sometimes, and a lot of times veterans don't. So let's see how this Steelers veterans are held now. The Coach T is gone. Also, something interesting I did see, guys. I don't know if you've seen this article about the dysfunction created by Mike Tomlin. I think that was very interesting. What was wrote about that? How he basically jumped in a lot of times and didn't let the position coaches do their job. He jumped in, tried to be a little too much. And it didn't give the coaches the opportunity to get in. I don't know if you've seen this. I thought it was a very interesting article. I can't recall where I saw it, but it was something along the lines of dysfunction created by Mike Tomlin. Very, very interesting article. If you find that, check it out. It could possibly answer some questions that you might have from the past decade or so. Let's go right here to RB. My man RB says this. Sims used to have good takes 8 to 10 years ago. Lately looks like Timu J-Rock sitting with the dipshit. Yes.
Jay, that's a deep cut right there.
Also, I do want to say welcome to Mr. Lucky Lowe's. Mr. Lucky Lowe's, he says he had Matt Canada. Exactly. How could he have failed? And he didn't fail. He actually got a winning record. And you know what? My thing about him, I think because he played out of his mind in college.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when guys make that jump from the pros to college, it's so much of it's psychological. You got to learn a lot of shit. And I never really took Kenny as a smart guy. I'm going to be honest. He never seemed like the smartest guy in the group. Seemed like a guy that could be really good at like backyard football, kind of like Ben in a sense. But he just, I never really got the idea that he was really smart. And that could have been the downfall because you have to learn a lot. Once you make that jump from college to pros, it's basically a different game.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the abilities that I seen that he had in college, I thought were definitely good enough. But again, I just don't. I've never been under the impression he was really that smart of a guy.
No, he didn't come off as like rather intelligent. Like, don't get me wrong, that his last year in college was really good. He played out of his mind.
I agree.
It was the years leading up to it that was.
But that's what you do. You progress and you get better. I mean, that's human. That's human nature. But
like, they all seem kind of like the same. But then he had that huge jump that last year, and then he got into the pros, and like it didn't keep going. It kind of like the flat, like kind of leveled off, and like he was what he was. But don't get me wrong, it was a hell of a year that he had that year, man. He was on a different level that year.
Absolutely,
his last year, because he was the big question mark going in for them, and he proved everyone wrong that year. It was a hell of a year. You can never take that away
He
from him, the way he
played
played.
so loosely, and that's what
Yeah.
I always contributed. He went out there and played the way he was comfortable playing, and he beat Dan Marino's record, and he was a Heisman finalist. And again, it was a very, you have to consider it a very successful season, winning the ACC championship. A lot of things happened due to Kenny that season, but at the end of the day, I don't know if he has this. I just don't. I was always under the impression he was kind of a little bit of a dummy, and I'm not bad mouthing the guy. Some people just are. I don't know what to say. But let's stay on the board, guys. A lot of things going on, and I don't want to miss anybody today. Mike, with so much sports going on, the Pirates in 2 hours and 1 minute. 2 hours and 1 minute. That's right. The Pittsburgh Pirates will be taking the field against the Baltimore Orioles in our home opener today at PNC Park. Let's get back on the board right here, too. I did get Mr. Lucky Lowe's. I do want to say welcome to Mr. Lucky Lowe's as well, where he did say Canada's trash. Tortilla says Kabuli chews food with his ass open. He chews food with his ass open. That's literally, in my opinion, a game ball comment. Nobody else seems to find it's funny. I don't get.
I'm shocked at that. I'm speechless. I'm like,
he eats with an open ass.
The visual is blowing me off.
Let's do Scoot. Ty says this Johnson was okay. He did drop a lot of balls. I mean, that's he never scored. Remember when he went a whole season without scoring a touchdown? That was a lot of fun. But anyway, Mark Malone says, did Clank Johnson ever have 1,000-yard rushing?
1,100 yards.
Mike will pull that up for you.
1,100.
How many times did he do that?
He did that in year 3 with Ben. The year before that, he had 923. And then he had 5 touchdowns, 7 touchdowns, 8 touchdowns his first year. Then him and Kenny had 0. And he came back the next year with 5.
It's nice when you have a Hall of Fame quarterback. I mean, any way you slice it, I think that we will take a Hall of Fame quarterback anytime. Let's go right here. And with Mike, not saying he caught everything, but some of those drops were just as, I don't know, dude. He was very inconsistent for a lot of his career. Even when he was having those good careers or those good seasons, he still wasn't that consistent. He was what we had, I guess. But you know what? I respect your opinion, though. He says this, but some of those drops were just as much Kenny's fault with his piss poor ball placement, technically not drops. But again, I think it was consistent throughout most of his career. It wasn't like he only had bad missed drops when Kenny was his quarterback. I know a lot of these other teams that he went to after Pittsburgh, Mike, they didn't like him either. He went to about 6 teams after he left here and got cut by every one of them. So
yeah, his career dropped off after he left Pittsburgh.
After he didn't have that Hall of Fame quarterback, I wonder.
Hey, he was putting up numbers. He was still putting up.
What's the secret here?
800 yards, 700
it's not
yards.
If it's not
with the carousel.
Hold on,
Quarterback.
so you're just going to talk over everything I'm going to say? Listen, if you don't have a quarterback that's a Hall of Famer, you're not going to get the same results as if you have a quarterback that's a Hall of Famer. That's all I'm saying. Let's do Scoot Forward, where RB says this being within the framework of the body of a pass catcher. Gotcha. Let's go to Steel Loy, who says, laugh my ass off. Just saw Tyrone called Cody a hamster.
Everyone's free.
That's a good one.
He's a hamster. Let's scoot up here a little bit. Let's see.
He's a hamster.
He's a hamster. Tortilla says Kenny Pickett is the 2 Dum Yinzers mascot. I would take it. Let's wait till
No wait. I'm the mascot.
Well,
Derpy,
you are the mascot, and you know what? I don't rule out Kenny Pickett. He's going through so many teams. He may make his way back around at some point.
He's going to work his way through all the teams and then come back and retire Steeler. But you remember when I had the dummy sitting back there? Didn't Kenny have like that dummy look on his face sometimes? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Just sitting there. I think he would. I want to get the dummy on this side and Kenny Pickett on the real life Kenny Pickett on this side. I think we could afford him.
Let's go right here. Robert says this. Derek Carr has 28 career fourth quarter comeback victories between 2015 and 2023. He had most of any QBs. Kenny wasn't too far behind him. He was certainly getting a lot in his first couple years. There's a progression, RB says, and there is being a 24-year-old. And that, you know what? But it's not normal anymore, especially with COVID. Everybody got pushed a year back from that. Also, it's not abnormal to see guys 24 years old still in college. I see ample guys coming out next year that's going to be just as old. So, a point taken again. I understand what you're trying to say. Tyrone says, this Kenny was hard to watch, shaking my head, 13 touchdown passes in 2 years. And it didn't get much better when you brought other people in either. I'm just saying, Kenny gets a lot, but it wasn't like he was the only person that wasn't good during this. The coaching was terrible. Coordinators were terrible. Offensive line was terrible. Receivers, I mean, come on. And then, listen, I'm not saying he was great. I'm just saying he gets a lot of slack for everybody else pretty much not doing well either. Right. Steel Loyal says Kenny Kitten Mitten Pickett. Kenny Kitten Mitten Pickett. Also, Derpy got kitten mittens, or Derpy's greater than kitten mittens. I'm not sure what that one's meaning. Robert says so he eats on the throne with the open ass. I'm guessing that goes back to. Ty says, I'm just happy we got 2 wide receivers. I know. I'm just happy we got wide receiver 2 since Johnson. I'm so happy. And come on, how are the GMs and the coaches and people like this, not the people that we're constantly bitching about? They didn't even provide the players. Come on. And this has been going on a lot longer than the Kenny Pickett saga, the 2 years that Kenny was here. I'm just saying he wasn't the one that destroyed this whole franchise. This team had a lot of other problems in that period of time. Let's go right here to RB. Let's be real. You're not very good at anything if your wife is fucking a tight end 3, and I couldn't agree. I couldn't agree more. And finally, RB says everything kind of sucks. It was fitting for Kenny, who sucks. That's why he's been on as many teams as DJ. I couldn't agree more. And again, the Steelers just weren't that good. Yeah, I can say that both of these guys underperformed, and they did. But why wasn't those issues fixed? Why wasn't they coached to be better? Why wasn't,
But at least Pickett won a Super Bowl over Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson. The guy ran backwards. Come on. I don't even know how this is even the conversation. Yeah. Mike, do you like the guys that run in the wrong direction?
I like guys that, in their first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of their career were putting up really good numbers, putting up productive numbers.
So what you're saying is you like the guys that run in the wrong direction. Okay. I'm just clearing that up.
I like guys that, had really productive
So
careers.
basically every wide receiver in the league, except for the guys, the guy ran backwards. Most receivers have that in their career.
I would take Deontay Johnson over Kenny Pickett 1,000 times over. Just 1,000 times.
Well, of course you do, because now you're going to argue, and everything you're going to say is be opposite what I say. So I'm going to continue on because it just sounds silly. He's Steel Loyal says I got bigger hands than Nussmeier, and you know what? That is also something, guys. Nussmeier is Kaboli actually said this, guys. Kaboli expects Garrett Nussmeier to visit soon. So 3 quarterbacks that we've had so far, Kaboli, of course, is saying Nussmeier. He does expect him to visit sooner than later. Let's go to RB. No one ever coached up because Tomlin was a call leader. I agree. And you found that out from what Steven Sylvester said. Steven Sylvester, the former linebacker, came out and came clean. Tomlin didn't let people do their job. RB says Barry Sanders ran in the wrong direction. But you know what? It was to make a play. It was to make a gain. He ran in the wrong direction and then gained 20 yards. That was the difference. Deontay caught the ball and just ran the wrong way. Like he's glitching on a video game. Mark Malone, he says Johnson was running backward toward his booze drink. Mike can relate to that. And again, okay, I get it. Then it makes sense. Let's go to who cares? And you know what? It's not the point. The point that Mike's being a dickhead is the only reason I'm arguing.
I'm not being a fucking dickhead.
You are being a dickhead.
If you want me to be a dickhead, I'll be a fucking dickhead.
Are you gonna quit again? Are you gonna quit again? Oh, I'm gonna take my ball. Fuck off, dude.
What the fuck is your fucking problem, you fuck nut? Where the fuck did this fucking come from, you fucking douche?
You being a total douchebag, you
How
fucking
did I be a fucking douchebag, you fucking cock-sucking son of a bitch?
Cock-sucking
What
dickhead.
the fuck?
You're
the one who fucking started. Fuck you, motherfucker.
You're telling me that Deontay Johnson is really good, is what you're telling me. And you're not
Did I say he was a good NFL receiver?
That's all I'm saying.
The fucking stats back it up. Go back and watch him play those years.
I watched him play
what everyone
many
fucking
years.
said about him. Okay,
many years.
Why the fuck are you being a fucking dick for no fucking reason?
Because you're being
fucking cock-sucking son of a bitch.
You motherfucking piece of shit, cock-sucking. Let me call you. I'm gonna
fuck you.
Bye, guys.
I was like, no, I will literally shut everything fucking down for fucking good. Because you fucking started this shit for no fucking.
Listen, you ain't shutting nothing down for good. You ain't shutting shit down for good.
Fuck you. I will.
Because I
pay for every fucking thing.
And I own
it all, motherfucker.
You own shit. I'll be back, and I'll be twice as good as it is. So fuck you.
Fuck you, dude. Fine, dude. I am done for sure. End the show now so I can end this. Cancel all the subscriptions for everything. You start it back up, bitch.
What a fucking loser.
Do it now, motherfucker.
What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit.
You're a fucking piece of shit. No, fuck you, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. End it now. End it now and restart it all on your own.
I will start it all on my own, and I'm going to finish this show, and then after I do that, I will do that. So no biggie. Let's get on to the next subject.
Good luck, motherfucker.
Absolutely. Let's do Scoot on the board. Let's go right here to right here.
Dang.
RB says this. He says either kind of sucked. It was fitting for Kenny. We did get that one. Nussmeyer. Here we go. Tyrone says, who cares, guys? We're in 2026, not 2023. RB says, I care, Tyrone. I care. Robert says, Nussmeyer has bigger hands than Burrow, 9 1/8 to 9 inches. Kitten Mittens had 8.5. Derpy, how big are your hands?
I have no idea.
Let's go. Tyrone says, shaking my head over Deontay. That's what I'm saying. The guy was a fucking bum. The guy was a fucking bum. I don't even know why this argument is being made. That's my issue. Steel Loyal says, it's always ex receivers. Laugh my ass off. Aaron J says, here we go, Steelers with the Rockets.
Yeah.
Mark Malone, another Clank Johnson casualty. A couple of things I do want to get into today, Derpy. Also, okay, so this is something interesting because again, this it's going to play a role moving forward. Obviously, 20 days away is the NFL draft right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Derpy. This is also being said. There's a new feel. There's a new feel in the Steelers building under Mike McCarthy as well. He's not playing games. He's not playing games. I mean, these are some things that were talked about when you're talking about just the experience of Mike McCarthy in the coaching experience and what he brings to the table. So, people say, yeah, he's an older coach in the league, as was Tomlin, as was John Harbaugh. Maybe the league has passed them by. And that was my argument some of the times as well. But the fact of the matter is, if there's that new energy, he brings that new energy. People gather around that. People gravitate around that. And again, at the end of the day, if there's a different feel, he's more involved with getting prepared for the draft, things like this. I'm feeling pretty optimistic. Again, they hit a home run with this draft. I'm going to feel pretty good about next season. And people could say, well, you can't expect to win the division. Why?
We won it last year.
We won it last year with a lot less of a situation going on. With a lot less.
Looks like most of the teams got worse too in our division. So
that's what I'm saying. So I really have no reason to think that people, again, I think that they're going to hit the ground running. I've been saying that since day one. I truly honestly have, and I do continue to think that they will. I have no reason to think that they won't. Let's move on here where Mark Malone, Ty says, I hate when you guys fight. The children hate it and the parents fight. Steel Loyal, I was petting my dog and all I hear is fuck you, dude. So again, that's kind of where I'm going, Derpy. Just my overall optimism with this team moving forward and Mike McCarthy. And a lot of people, my argument at the beginning was I wanted a younger coach. I wanted somebody to come along a little bit more, younger and innovative and really be able to change things. But this is the deal that we're handed. He's from Pittsburgh. There's a certain excitement. Everyone gathers, if they rally around this dude, that could be the motivation sometimes to give the guys what they need to play at that next level.
I believe that you pointed out what I was just about to say. He's from Pittsburgh, and I think that's the most important part. He knows how important this franchise means to the city, what the sport means to the city, and how much it means to win in the city of Pittsburgh.
I agree, and you know what? That goes a long way. Sometimes, even if the players aren't from here, they rally around that because it's something special, and they want to they want to be involved with that, and they want to help coach win. And so again, a different feel in the building. It's being reported. So we'll see what they got. 20 days away, 20 days from the NFL draft, guys. Unbelievable! It's almost here. Robert says, "I thought 60 was old till I reached my 60s."
Touche.
Ty says we should have just moved on. He not even on the squad. Still loyal. It was just the way.
It's whatever now.
I mean, the guy sucked. He dropped balls constantly. He ran backwards constantly.
He did.
That's all I'm saying. You're defending that. You're being an asshole toward me. Steel Loyal says this. We're going to be arguing about DK in 3 years. Tortilla says my shit was buffering and then it went ballistic and then I loaded and I was like, what the fuck happened in 2 seconds? All is good. All is good as this is opening day for the Pittsburgh Pirates, guys. So much sports going on this weekend. I even seen something come up this morning. I was talking a little bit, obviously, about after the Derek Carr speculation possibly with Kirk Cousins getting signed by Las Vegas. And possible interest from Denver. So you're just kind of speculating and looking around at different ideas. Right. I literally seen somebody put up today that trying to, and Dallas wouldn't do it. Trying to trade for Dak Prescott would be a good idea, which I think is a terrible idea.
Too,
did you seriously see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
So again, I don't know.
He's the problem in Dallas right now.
And he, and he's their guy. I don't want to take him from them because he's down there stinking it up. Right. So again, I think it comes down to these two guys. It's either going to be Aaron Rodgers, it's going to be Will. That's just the way that I feel, and I felt that way from the very beginning.
Did you see that? Another rumor for the first round for us is that we might get on the tight end from Oregon. I don't know if you heard that.
I've been reading a little bit about that. I mean, at this point, Derby, it's hard because there's a million different possibilities.
But it's smoke right now, probably.
Yeah, everybody just put up different ideas, and most of everything isn't even going to formulate to anything.
Right. Knowing the Steelers, something crazy will happen, and then we'll love it, and then it'll turn out probably good for us.
Steel Loyal says shit will blow over. Everyone offseason got everyone going crazy. Ty says this offseason got motherfuckers on edge. Steel Loyal says laugh my ass off. Nah, for real, we've seen so many beefs from this offseason. LOL. Something is in the air. Guys, we need our NFL. We need this draft. It's 20 days away here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's continue to build our team to get ready for this 2026 season. And we do have a big draft coming up next year as well. So if we play our cards right, we could be sitting in a pretty good spot. I'm going to be honest, and it won't be long, Derpy. It is August. It's August now. So whatever. April, I mean. I'm jumping ahead a little bit. Feels August, we'd be playing some preseason, but it is April already, and I got to be honest with you, that's gone pretty fast. You figure we lost on January 13th or something like this. Yeah. Here we are, almost 3 months later. So it's going. What else do we got? What else do we got here, Derpy?
I don't know. I mean, there's. What do you think of Ty Simpson? Do you think we should draft him or?
No, I don't.
No, I don't think either. But I've seen things and
I'm not impressed by him at all. For one, there's something about him. I'm watching him, and I thought he's just as good as some of these other people that people are saying aren't that good. I don't know. And people that are saying take him at 21, and there's other people saying, he's not going to be taken to the 3rd or 4th round. So why are we going to use a first round pick? Didn't we learn again from Kenny? Why going after Ty Simpson? A couple things about again, watch the video. There's just something I don't love about it. And he has all these offensive weapons in Alabama, and he didn't do great. And I don't know.
He did terrible in the college football playoff.
That's what I'm saying.
And Georgia wasn't even the better team that year.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go Right here. Steel Oil says this is what happens when football isn't on, men fight. That's right.
Right.
Let's go Somber. Somber says, how do they even measure hands? Is it pinky tip to thumb or the heel of the hand to the tip of the middle finger? I've never really thought about it. Neither have I. And you wouldn't think somebody that has an eighth of an inch bigger hand than somebody else even shouldn't even be a conversation.
Comment above it.
Mike Tomlin says this. He says, my bad. I told Johnson to run backwards. Let's go right here. Pinky to thumb. Yes, pinky to thumb is what they're measuring. Pinky to thumb. Ty said, I'm sorry, is what Steel Loyal says. Ty says, who you want, Derpy? Derpy at 21. Derpy, who do you think
Derpy.
we should
I
take?
think we should trade up.
Trade up?
Yeah.
Try to
maybe get one of the Ohio State guys. One of them. But that's just me.
All right. Somber says, okay, I figure. Somber says, now I know now I want to measure mine too.
That or Lemon.
Yeah.
Or Tyson. One of those guys.
Steel Loyal says my hand is 9 3/4. Steel Loyal said, I just measured it. I just measured mine. Here's something interesting, Derpy. I was talking yesterday a little bit about Aliquippa and some of the Whipple teams of how just how well we've done in Western PA with the draft.
Is this about the private and school thing?
Well, that is kind of where it started, but yes, that's exactly where we started at.
Because I saw an article about it that they were discussing something for the high school for.
But that's kind of different from where I'm going here. I'm gonna turn it into some draft talk. Derpy, okay. Here's one for you. Of all the Whipple teams, of all the football high school teams in the greater Pittsburgh area, the Whipple, Western Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic League, Aliquippa has the most first round picks in the NFL draft out of the Whipple, which is no surprise, but everybody else, like Central Catholic, Penn Hills, everybody else, Derby, McKeesport, they all had 2. Aliquippa has had 5.
That's how good they are. That's how good
5 players in the first round of the NFL draft. 5. And that there's 9. There's 9 teams behind them that have 2 in Western in the Whipple. 9 teams have 2 people that's been drafted in the first round. Aliquippa leads the way with 5. I think it would be Ty Law. I think it'd be Darrell Rivas. I think it'd be Mike Ditka. I think it'd be Sean Gilbert. And I think it would also be John Baldwin. I think John Baldwin was picked at a pretty high pick. I think that's their 5 first round guys. I could be wrong. I think he was. I mean, he was. I don't know. Check it out, Robert. I'm just guessing. I don't know who the 5 are, but if I would have a guess, first round guys from Quip, I would say Ty, Darrell, Ditka, Sean Gilbert, and John Baldwin. Those would be my guesses. Again, I could be wrong, but that would be my picks. If
back to Tyrone's question though, who do you want?
Who do I want?
Yeah, 21.
Or Tyrone?
No, you.
Do
you want to trade up, or do you just want to stay at 21 or trade back?
No, I think we're okay. I think we have to listen. I'm okay with what they're doing. I like the building of the line. I like the idea. I think that again, if it works, it works great because now you have a great defensive line, a great offensive line, and then anything that you get skill weapon positions after that, then you could kind of supplement and make it happen and go for the better, bigger names down the road. But you know what? If you don't have guys to protect your quarterback and guys to get after the quarterback, a lot of those players can't even play to their potential. So at the end of the day, I'm okay with the route that they're going. I'm okay with them taking the guard. I'm okay with them getting a left guard with the 21st pick. But again, they have to continue to manage the team correctly and stay rational, stay making good decisions. So as long as they stick with trust the process, I think they're going to be okay. Let's go right here. Tyrone says, laugh my ass off. My buddy at work said, who's cussing at each other over Johnson? Steel Loyal says, laugh my ass off. Tyrone, tell him we got some diehards here. Somber says, I'm right at 10 inches. 10 inches, baby. I have to measure. I gotta measure this. I can't imagine I'll do great, but I will measure at some point. Steel Loyal says, well, me and Somber could play quarterback. Hey, you know what? At this point, I would not be against giving that a try. What's anybody talk? Listen, I don't know anything about it. If anybody could provide any information on the board or Derpy or anything. But this woman, this female referee with this lawsuit, apparently it happened. Something happened at spring training. I'm sorry, at camp, Steelers camp last year.
Oh no.
Does anybody hear this? I don't. Again, I didn't read the article. I seen it a couple of days and I never even went into it. But this female referee, she's suing. She's suing for something that happened at the Steelers camp last year. What did I miss? And how the hell did I miss this? What's that?
What is this? I have not heard of this.
What is this? I don't know. What is this fuckery? I'm not sure. Let's go on the board here. Let's see. Ty says, Loyal. I said, Steelers fans love football. Laugh my ass off. Tortilla says, my foot is 10.5 inches. Steel Loyal, we love football a little too much. And Steel Loyal says, Tortilla wears a size 5 shoe. Tortilla with a size 5. But yeah, check that out. I don't know, guys. And again, anybody on the board can give me any insight on that. I don't know what the hell happened with that referee. She's a female referee. And apparently there's a big lawsuit going on, and it stems from something that happened at Steeler camp last year. Derpy, wasn't you at camp last year?
Yes, I was.
What the hell's going on up there?
I don't know.
I'm just waiting. Somebody on the board might Steeler freak John Rooney flash the ref while wearing a black and gold robe. What was it though? What's this chick? What's I just got the Kyler Murray ones. Cheetah Tortilla Jackson. Where's the Indians at this weekend, Derpy? They at home or are they on the road?
They're home actually today.
Who they play?
The team that beat them in 2016 World Series, Cubs.
Oh, the Cubs. Oh, that'd be nice. We'll take a Cleveland win there.
And same if you play the Royals, Twins, White Sox, and the Tigers.
Did they? What are they sitting at right now? Cleveland.
I think we're in first.
Nice. I know over the weekend I looked, or a couple days ago I looked, and they had one game better than the Pirates. Cleveland was in first place, and then the Pirates were in last place. So it all could change so fast early in the season. Let's go to a couple more messages here. Somber says, just measured my wingspan as well, 82.5 inches. Somber is saying. Still Loyal says, I need to measure my wingspan. I got some orangutan arms. The fuck is this chat combine? Tortilla says this. She's suing because JP Che is the GOAT. Somber says, yeah, I just did it on the wall with a pencil and a measuring tape. And all this measuring, I want to measure my hand today. What size was Kenny? Does anybody know what size his was? I want to make sure my hand was at least bigger than Kenny Pickett's. And if it isn't, I'm not telling anybody. I'm going to lie. I'm going to come back on Monday and tell you it's about 3 inches bigger than whatever it was. But Kenny Pickett's hands, again, notoriously known for being small. Pittsburgh Pirates starting up their home opener. Their home opener today at 4:12, a little over an hour and a half away. I cannot wait. Fax Tortilla, that is what Ty says, 8.5. Kenny is 8.5. That's what his is. I don't know, man. Mine ain't. I don't know what mine is, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you if it's 8.5 or lower. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to lie. I'm going to lie my ass off. Derpy, you want to go? Why don't you go measure your hand?
No.
Just ran a 4:20.40. Pirates today, guys, opening up at home. They get the Baltimore Orioles. Mitch Keller on the hill. But the big news about the Pittsburgh Pirates is Connor Griffin, 19-year-old, number one prospect, getting called up by the Pirates after starting 3-3, calling them up to start this home series tonight against the Orioles. I cannot wait. I'm very excited about the Buccos. Steel Loyal says this. All right, Somber, let's go run the 40. Somber says, I'm definitely running a 4.5 or something. I'm not fast, just tall. Derp, you a runner, man?
No. Absolutely. Look at me. Look at me. Look at you. Look at me. Look at you, dude. Come on. We're not runners.
You're right. I'm not a runner. I used to be though. I used to like. No, let me
Food
rephrase that.
reviewers. No.
I didn't exactly like it either, but I did run when I was a younger person. But point taken. Thank you, Derpy. I totally get that. Aaron Williams says we have a superpower squad unless injuries happen. I agree. And also, Steel Loyal says I ran a 5 flat in work boots last year. LOL. Somber. Derpy is a roller. Haha. Stick your tongue out like the movie cars. Steel Loyal, I might be able to get into the 4s if I tried. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say what's up to Ape. Apex Fuzzy. Fuzzy says to somebody you know, Derpy, on the board. I do want to say welcome to the terrible board. Welcome to the show. What up? 20 days till the NFL draft, Derpy. In the meantime, do swing by and check out our website at www.the2dumyinzers.com. There is a lot going on over there. Mike does a lot of work. He totally overdid the website. Looks great. And again, with a lot of additions from Chop and from RB on the website. Really a lot of information, a lot of very informative. Informative, is that the word? Informative. Go check it out. Go check the website out at www.the2dumyinzers.com. That's www.the2dumyinzers.com. Well, I'm off in 20 today. It was weird, something in the air. Just hope Mike gets over the Johnson BS. Ty getting ready to head into that weekend. Apex Steeler Nation, baby. That's right. All day. Welcome to the terrible board. Welcome to the show. Mark Malone. He says I can outrun anyone in a 10-yard dash up a Missouri cliff. 2026, fellas. That's right. Steele says I ain't worried about Mike and Ryan. Thunder, the Tap Man came out. It's like a tiger that gets let out of the cage. All is good in the hood. Apex says exciting year for Yins. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. Ty says show better with you two together. We do appreciate that. Finch, I'm sorry, Derpy, it's time to get into some trivia. This is a trivia question that is going to be interesting, I think. And it's going to tie back into
the question.
It's going to tie back into the Whippeal players being drafted. Okay. So put on your thinking caps. Put on your thinking cap, Derpy. Put on your thinking caps at home. This is the question of the day, the trivia of the day. Here we go. Yeah.
That top comment there by Aaron Williams.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about that.
I haven't seen anything about that.
Is it rumors or we say? Yeah, I would assume it's rumors because again, for one, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, we're looking for a tight end.
But that would be just stupid if we let him go, though. How well he performed last year.
And I don't even think, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't sound right. I do want to say welcome to Aaron Williams on the board. Yes, we've had him in the comments before I recognize the name. I do want to say welcome back. Yeah, I haven't heard that. It seems like rumor to me. And you know what? If I'm wrong, I apologize. But Aaron, I haven't heard that. And again, for two, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense if that is what people are saying. Steel Loyal says time to smoke for this one. Also, Aaron says, I miss when you guys are on. I really appreciate you, man. It means a lot. This is the question of the day. Guys, again, this is a draft question, but it's in regards to the Whippeal, the Greater Pittsburgh Area High School Football League, guys, and the players, the greats. I mean, you could say guys like Jim Kelly and Dan Marino and Joe Montana and Johnny Unitas, and the list really goes on and on. And all the way down to guys like Terrell Pryor. We really have a lot of great talent that's come out of the Western Pennsylvania area. Curtis Martin, Tony Dorsett. I mean, these are all Whippeal players at the end of the day. The list really goes on. So, guys, this question is it correlates to that particular topic. Here we go. Question of the day. Who and what was the highest Whippeal player drafted into the NFL? I'm either looking for what the highest spot was and or the player that was. So I'm looking for
like 5.
What's that? But the
Oh, you
very
named 5.
well, that's why I tried named a lot of people. But what I'm
Right.
looking for is who's the highest person ever drafted into the NFL out of the WPIAL. What's the highest position and what's the player's name? Give me one or the other. Either way is fine. I'm not looking for it all. But throw your guesses up if you think you know it. Again, the highest person or the highest position drafted, the highest number drafted in the NFL draft. Take a minute to think that over, guys. We're live 5 days a week, right here, Monday through Friday, 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. every day, right here on the tube.
Again,
there you go, Derpy, and then also the question of the day.
Derpy.
The question of the day: who and what is the highest WPIAL player drafted into the NFL? Steel Loyal says Revis seems like the trap answer. Ty is saying 7 being the highest. One would be the highest. Somber, like number 1 draft pick. Number 2 would be also high. Running back Tony Dorsett is what Robert is saying. The highest either player or position number. Throw your guesses up. Again, if you don't know, that's fine. Tony Dorsett, number 1, Robert is saying. Tony Dorsett is his guess. Derpy, what's your thought process in this on this question?
there's a lot of good names you mentioned earlier. So like,
And there's a lot more that I didn't mention as well.
right. I mean, I think I'm gonna go maybe like 8, like pick 8, and then maybe like Dicka, if that counts. Right?
You said so. The highest person from WPIAL being drafted was number 8, the 8th pick, and you were going to say Mike Ditka.
Yeah.
Okay. And is this your final answer?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to lock you in, Derpy. You were locked in at 8. Tyrone says I'm going to say 3. I don't know player. Final answer. Take another moment if you think you have a guest. Do throw it up there if you think you know it, or if you have a guest, throw it up on the board, guys. Again, I'm looking who's the highest person drafted and what number were they drafted at, guys. Either one, either or is fine. Derpy says Mike Ditka at number 8 overall. All right, here we go, guys. Who and what was the highest WPIAL player drafted in the NFL draft? Tortilla is saying 18. The answer is the highest position drafted out of the WPIAL into the NFL happened 3 times. The number 2 spot.
Number 2? Wow.
Number 2 in the first round, Tony Dorsett was drafted there in 1977 out of Pitt. LeVar Arrington out of Penn State in 2000
Yeah.
at number 2. And then in 1985, Bill Fralick out of Penn Hills from Pitt also went number 2 overall. So
That's
3
crazy.
3 WPIAL players. 3 WPIAL players did get taken number 2 overall. Again, Tony Dorsett from Hopewell went on to play at Pitt, and number 2 overall, LeVar Arrington played at North Hills. Went to Penn State, got picked number 2 overall in 2000, and again, Bill Fralick from Penn Hills went on to play at Pitt, and then getting drafted in 85, number 2 overall. So there you go, guys. Great job. Great job on the board. Steel Loyal says, I just looked it up. I never would have guessed it. Aaron says, I have to stop watching every Steeler News website. You guys are the truth. We appreciate that, man. We really do appreciate that, Aaron. Thank you. A couple things before we do get ready to take off. We are going to cut it short and sweet today because today is the opener for the Pirates. I do apologize. I don't usually like to cut it short, but you know what? One day in the off season, I am going to cut it a little bit short because again, the Pirates they start their home opener today at right around a little after 4 o'clock. Derpy, a lot of excitement going on with that game, especially with Connor Griffin getting called up from the minors. Again, 19 years old, the number 1 prospect getting called up for the opener, and then again, it's the home opener. So get this big win against Baltimore. A few things before we do get ready to wrap it up for today. I do want to say this. What do I want to say, Derpy? What do I want to say? I want to say this: a lot of sports. You want to sit back, relax, and watch a little bit of this UFL, like Steel Loyal was talking about. Maybe some Pirates baseball and NCAA over the weekend. Final Four. If you do, and you are, stop and get yourself some Duquesne Pilsner, guys. Duquesne Pilsner now available in 6-packs and 12-packs at the Giant Eagle. Now it's available also where cases are sold. Do stop and get your Duquesne Pilsner. The people at Duquesne Pilsner certainly go out of their way to help us in certain ways and things with promotion, so we appreciate them. If you don't drink, swing by. Just check out their social media. Hit the follow button. Hit a few like buttons. I'm sure it will all be appreciated. So do go check them out. Duquesne Pilsner. We always have it on tap here in the studio for every event. Made right here in Pittsburgh, Duke Derpy, and it says right on the can, grab a Duke.
Grab a Duke.
Grab a Duke. Let's go right here. Steel Loyal says, isn't the UFL is on today? The UFL is tonight. Actually, who was it? Steel Loyal. Steel Loyal tonight. The DC Defenders, they travel to Columbus. That game is at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow, Louisville travels to Orlando. That game is at 8 o'clock. Sunday, Birmingham travels to Houston. That's a 6 o'clock start in the fourth game of the weekend, which is a strange time. I don't even understand what this is all about. But the St. Louis Battlehawks travel to Dallas. That's Tuesday night football. If you could believe it, there it is, guys. So all 4 games this weekend in the UFL are on all 4 different days. Again, tonight at 8, tomorrow at 8, Sunday at 6, and Tuesday at 8. And that will be week 2 of the UFL. So I will be watching that again. American football on my TV. This time of year, it's a win-win, in my opinion. Let's go here to Robert. Robert said, I was only off 1. Seattle traded their number 1 in Dallas to get Dorsett. It was the second season for Seattle and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay went 0-20. They sure did with them pumpkin uniforms. It was one of the worst starts ever. Before winning the final 2 games of year 2. You're 100% right. Tony Dorsett could have came out of Aliquippa. He didn't. He lived in the Aliquippa vicinity. However, where his address was, he had to play for Hopewell, Derpy. Same school that Paul Puzzlosny's out of. A few other players like that. Tony Dorsett goes to Pitt. Does amazing. Wins the Heisman. And then, of course, gets picked high overall, has a great career, and is tied for the longest run in NFL history at 99 yards. So Tony Dorsett, a great career. Very, very proud of him here in Pittsburgh. What else do we got, Derpy? Do check out our social media as well. We are all over the place. We're on Facebook. We are on X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and even TikTok. Check us out anywhere if you want to keep up with what's going on with the 2 Dum Yinzers on a day-to-day basis. Swing by and do hit the follow button. We appreciate that. Also, if you haven't had a chance yet, do hit the like button down below. Hit the like, sub, share, even leave a comment. It all helps in the algorithm, guys. We appreciate it all. We thank you so much. Derpy, it is holiday weekend. Anything planned? You eating ham? You going to families? Are you hunting for eggs? What do you got going on?
I believe today I'm gonna go over my one of my uncles and watch the baseball game, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go to the drive-in, watch a new movie coming out tomorrow, Super Mario Galaxy, and then Sunday get ready for the Masters week, I guess.
Are you gonna be doing this Sunday show this weekend?
You have a Sunday show? Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. The Average Boys. The Average Boys. Yes. The Average Boys on Sunday night. Yes. At 9.
All right. So I'm so confused after that conversation. So anyway, let me just try to reiterate so people. Sunday night, 9 o'clock. If you come right here to the 2 Dum Yinzers Network, you can find Derpy and his crew on the Average Boys podcast. They talk about all the nerdy things. They like movies, video games, TV shows, superheroes. If you're into all that, do go check out Derpy and Friends right here at 9 o'clock on Sunday night, the Average Boys podcast. And I watch Derpy. I got to be honest with you. I learn a lot. I mean, it's not my forte, but I do. I learn a lot of things when I do watch your shows. And again, I could now stand in on conversations on things that I didn't understand before, and be okay because of you. I want to say I'm thankful for that.
I'm glad I'm educating you, Ryan. I'm glad
you did. I mean, the Green Lanterns and all this. I didn't know anything about all that. Yep. I didn't realize that they were different universes.
Yes,
I learned that from you as well.
Universes. A lot of
they were just superheroes. I don't know. Steel Loyal says UFL game tonight is on Fox for anyone who wants to watch. Steel Loyal says I can't wait for the Masters.
Yes.
Robert says Derpy in the house. There he is, everybody. Derpy.
I hate everything.
Grab Ty. Ty says good to see you again, Derpy. Take care, Ryan. We appreciate you as well, Ty. Hope you have a great weekend, my friend. Again, just 20 days away. When we come back, we're going to be in the teens. Draft just a couple weeks away, a little over 2 weeks here in Pittsburgh. Going to be exciting. Derpy's working his way into town. It's going to be fun. I think that's about everything, Derpy. What about Peaches? What's she doing for the holiday?
I have no idea. I'm gonna be real.
You still go up there? You still hunt for eggs at Aunt Peach's house?
No. Sometimes it's mostly grandma's, but we haven't done it in a long time. So
yeah, what hunting eggs and that?
Yeah, hunting eggs and all that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're gonna do something Sunday for it. So probably should though. She's getting up there.
Right. She lived nearby. Is this
She lives nearby. Yeah, really close.
Cool. Hopefully that works out. You guys get to get out there. Yeah, Easter.
Like I said, she got this. My grandma got me this for Christmas last year. So.
Oh yeah, that's nice, man. Looks good. Let's jump back on the board here for just a couple more minutes. I'm going to try to stick on around for another 5 minutes. And we are going to take off here, Derpy. Let me go over the few things that we do have going on. If you're ready for the Buccos, that is a 4-12 start today, the home opener. Mitch Keller on the hill going up against the Baltimore Orioles. Connor Griffin's debut. Pirates come into this game with a 3-3 record. Hopefully get back in the winning ways here at home. The Pittsburgh Penguins, they're off till tomorrow night whenever they're hosting the Florida Panthers with just 6 games left, Derpy. 6 games. The Penguins, they are sitting... They're sitting at 38, 22, and 12 with 6 games left. They just can't shit the bed like they have the last couple years at the end of the season. If they play relatively well, they should get into the playoffs. That's tomorrow at 8 o'clock start. The Penguins will be hosting the Panthers. Also, the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, Derpy, they're back at it tomorrow, traveling to play Indy 11. That's a 7 o'clock start for our other football team here in Pittsburgh. The NCAA March Madness Final Four, number 3 Illinois versus number 2 UConn. That's a 6:09 start tomorrow, and the winner of that will take on the number 1 winner, the winner of the number 1 Michigan and number 1 Arizona game, which starts at 8:49 tomorrow. And the winners, they will go on to play each other at 8:30 on Monday night in the national championship. Any dog in this race, Derpy? I'm sure it's not Michigan. Who do you like in this Final Four?
I think UConn's gonna do it. If not Arizona, it's gonna be them too.
You know what? I'm thinking UConn too. They just won it last year, didn't they?
No, that was Florida, but I think they won it like a year before that, something like that.
Oh, that's
recently.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, UConn always seems like a good bet. That's what
Women's is actually tonight, I believe.
Is it?
If anybody cares about that?
So you got UConn and you got Arizona.
Yeah.
Now, do you really think that Arizona is going to win, or are you just picking because you're an Ohio State guy and you won't pick Michigan to save your life?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
That's fair. That's fair. You know what? So I will take UConn. I'm going to take Michigan. I'll take Michigan and UConn.
All right.
So we'll see how that plays out. We'll check that out Monday morning. When we come back, we'll be back first thing Monday morning to get into all this stuff and so much more. We'll keep on top of all the Steelers scoop going on, all the information, anything, any moves, anything, as we are just 20 days away from the draft, guys. It's going to be here before we know it. So much stuff. Let's go right here to Aaron. He says, I'm ready for football. Do you think Aaron will come back? I do. I do think Aaron Rodgers will be back. And as I was saying earlier on the show, Aaron, it's almost, you have Mike McCarthy and Aaron, who they've worked together for 13 years. 13 years in a football town, Green Bay, together, and they accomplished and achieved great things. They won a Super Bowl. So these two guys, I can't imagine, don't have a relationship that when they text each other every day, as they're saying that they're doing, just don't have that dialogue to understand if Aaron's coming back or not. I'm just saying they're too good of friends. They've been through so much. They're professionals. I think it's being held under wraps from us, the public, the fans, for whatever reason. I think Aaron Rodgers will be back. I think that for the most part, the Steelers know, and definitely, I think that Mike McCarthy knows. Again, they worked together for. Think about that. You got a buddy you worked with her for 13 years. and you did great things, and you win championships, and you win awards and everything else, and then we remain friends, and we text every day. It just seems unlikely that Aaron would keep these big secrets against Mike McCarthy at this point. Plus, again, Derpy, it's a professional league. It's not McDonald's. It's not flipping burgers. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but the point is, it's kind of a multi-billion-dollar business. These things are kind of handled better than you think that they would handle them at the local McDonald's. So for those reasons, Aaron, I do think that Aaron Rodgers will be back for this year. I felt that way for some time. I'm going to stick with it. Tyrone says Arizona and Illinois. Interesting. So I'm going to take UConn and Michigan. Tyrone is taking Arizona and Illinois. Derpy, you are UConn Arizona and UConn. Gotcha. You know what? That's going to be about it, guys. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging and checking us out today. We appreciate each and every one of you. We truly, honestly do. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to everybody on the board. You guys always keep things interesting here on the show. You really do. You're the lifeblood. You know what? We appreciate every moment of it. Thank you so much to everybody on the board. And I want to say thank you to everybody at home. If you're listening in the car, in the gym, maybe at the workplace, wherever the case may be, thank you too. We'll be back at our regular time on Monday to get into all this stuff and so much more. I want to thank Derpy so much for being on today. Thanking Finch and, of course, RB on the Finch and RB jumping in on the board a little bit today. I want to thank them guys too. I want to wish everybody a happy Easter. So stay safe, eat lots of candy, do all that Easter stuff, enjoy yourselves, but most importantly, stay safe. And then we'll all meet back here on Monday at our regular time to do it all over again. Derpy, anything to say before we take off?
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go, guys. It's April 3rd. It won't be long now. Not much left, Derpy. We're going to be in the draft here in a couple weeks, and then it's going to be all different kind of camps and all these kind of stuff. Everything is coming up right around the bend. It's not going to be long. And also, Derpy, the women, Pittsburgh Passion, they're starting next month as well. So we have all kind of things going on here in the Berg to keep us occupied. Absolutely, my man. So again, I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out and checking us out. I do wish everybody a happy Easter. Hope everybody has a great holiday, a safe holiday, and we will see everybody on Monday for Chop, for RB, for Finch, for Derpy, for Mike, myself, the two Dum Yinzers. Everybody have a great weekend and happy Easter. Bye-bye.